It's the Score North Twin Show.
A Feedback Friday edition of the Score North Twin Show, where we just want the Twins to win a playoff game for the first time in almost 20 years. There are children graduating from high school that are multiple years from seeing the Twins win a playoff game. So there's kids graduating from college that don't remember the last time because they were like 2, right? The last time the Twins won a playoff game. But even though they keep kind of sputtering against bad teams, they're still 4.5 games up in the American League Central. They got a series against struggling Pittsburgh this weekend. So it's go sweep Pittsburgh. Is that too much to ask? Go this little sweep against Pittsburgh.
Yep. At least 2 or 3. Just win series.
Do you think Dallas Keuchel will strike somebody out on Sunday?
You know what? Yes, I think he will get his first strikeout as a Twin on Sunday against the Pirates. The Pirates are a team I was trying to think, and I do look at box scores occasionally. But I was trying to think, how many current Pirates can I even name right now?
Oh my God!
McCutcheon's he's back.
He's back with them. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just like current, like as a kid, I could do like position by position of teams. As a kid, and I don't know that I could name more than a couple Pirates at all right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. It's bad. They've always been kind of a nondescript.
Is there Josh Harrison? Josh Harrison?
No, he's not there anymore, is he? I don't think he's been there for years.
It's been
Jason
a while.
Kendall still with the Pirates? I don't know.
Yeah.
Jason Kendall. Yeah, Willie Stargell. No, wait, I'm sorry. He's passed away.
Steve Pierce, does he still play for the Pirates?
I can name the 79 World Series Pirates position by position far easier than I can name any Pirates right now.
Yeah, Declan can too. I'm gonna keep bringing up. I'm gonna keep bringing up this feud between you guys. Every single.
By the way,
show.
Hold on. Actually, you guys both said Kirby Puckett was an MVP winner with the Twins.
That is a feedback thing. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't win one.
Well, I didn't remember. Judd adamantly said he had won an MVP.
I thought he won one.
History.
Kirby Puckett had finished top 10 voting several times, including second. Never won an MVP.
Okay.
A bunch of Silver Sluggers, Gold Gloves.
I was going to say, and a batting
title. Yeah.
Which at the time was rare for a right-handed hitter. I thought he had won one. Okay.
So you were wrong, and you need to brush up on your Twins history.
I'm wrong. You know what? It's funny. I'm wrong every Wednesday twice.
Yes, write that down. So, all right, before we get into the feedback and the Immaculate Grid, a couple shout-outs here. So we have launched a new wing of the Score North merchandise department. So go to scorenorth.com/shop, and you can find our collectibles section, which has some amazing items that you can purchase. This stuff changes out every single week thanks to our friends at Universal Sports Auctions. But like right now, there's a Torrey Hunter signed jersey, $250 right now. Just a beautiful, brand new Torrey Hunter signed jersey. We've got, there's some great Viking stuff. The Justin Jefferson one-handed catch framed and signed from that Bills game. There's the movie The Sandlot, signed by the full cast, a Sandlot jersey. So many cool things here. There's a signed Nolan Ryan punching Robin Ventura framed photo. Remember that moment?
Oh, God, yeah. I've seen that photo. It's an awesome photo. Kicked his ass.
You can get that. Some great things for the man cave. Scorenorth.com/shop and click on collectibles. Promo code SCORE to save 10% on all products site-wide.
Kirk Cousins jersey? Nice.
Little Kirk Cousins jersey too. And also our friends at Finch Home Solutions are helping you if you're just kind of an idiot around the house like us. Finch Home Solutions will roll up in this beautiful van and help you.
They will, and Cody and his team will take care of whatever you need taken care of. They're going to be fast. They're going to be efficient. They're going to tell you exactly what you need to know. And here's the best part, probably. There's no project too big. There's no project too small. Finch Home Solutions can handle it all. And look, there are a lot of things around your house that are DIY, right? We talk about that. There's a lot of things that you can take on yourself. Electrical issues aren't one. So allow the best folks in town to take care of those problems. That is Finch Home Solutions right now offering a free electrical panel inspection or $199 for a home safety inspection. That's important too. Only $199. 612-357-2604 is the number, or check them out at finchhomesolutions.com. There's a form that you can fill out, and they will come to your house off of that and take care of the problem. finchhomesolutions.com. They love two things. They love the Vikings, and they love making sure that your home is safe as can be. That's Finch.
All right, Jay-Z's 96 in the YouTube comment section says, did you guys see Austin Martin homered in back-to-back games this week? How about that?
I did not.
So
That's good. Yeah, good.
He tied his season mark in home runs. He had 2 home runs coming into the week, one at AAA, one in a rookie ball rehab stint. And he hit 2 home runs in back-to-back days this week. The OPS his slugging percentage is up over 400 now.
Good.
But, he was, at one point, I think, one of the top 20 or 30 prospects in all of baseball. He's always had the on-base ability, some batting average. He can work counts, but the power has just been non-existent, even going back to like his college days. But if his power starts to come around, he can play second base. He can play outfield. He's an interesting one to watch, either as a guy that could just like be part of your mix next year, or a guy that if he gets hot in the last couple months, maybe they look to trade him for something in the offseason. But yeah, worth noting, we ripped Austin Martin for not hitting home runs, and he hit 2 of them this week. So
good.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, 5th overall pick in the 2020 draft. So, I mean, a pretty high selection. August, he is slugging his like highest percentage ever right now. Splits it lies in August. He's slugging near 600 this month. So maybe there's something blooming there. But, I mean, you'd like to see more pop, I think, going forward to close the year in spring training, because he just can't be an OBP guy with a slugging percentage under 400. He's got to at least be able to show that he can drive the ball to all fields or something.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say the Brios trade. Now Brios has been solid. He got off to a horrendous start to the season. He's been solid, I think, of late, but I think it's safe to say the Brios trade from a Twin standpoint is not trending great. I don't think Simeon Woods Richardson has developed into the pitcher that they thought he was going to as a prospect. And Austin Martin, was a big-time prospect, probably the marquee guy of that trade, and has been a disappointment, in part because he's been hurt a lot too. So it would be nice to see at least one player from that trade, from the Twins' perspective, give you something.
Yeah, I thought that both those guys might have a chance to be like major players for them by this season, but we're still obviously waiting for that to happen. And at this point, like, we're almost to September. You've already got your lineup is already sort of has a conundrum. If Royce Lewis is healthy and Kirilloff comes back, I mean, Austin Martin doesn't really have a place on this year's Twins team. And it'd be nice if Simeon Woods Richardson could, because they need arms. They need guys, bullpen arms and whatever.
For next year too. You're right.
Speaking of arms, let's go to this one here. Chipotle is life on the YouTube comment section says, don't sleep on Louie Varland in the bullpen. He can get that fastball up to 100 in a bullpen session. Well, there's a chance Louie Varland could just, I mean, depending on what happens with Dallas Keuchel on Sunday, is there a pretty good chance Varland just goes into the rotation for the rest of the season?
Very well could, yeah. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Sonny Gray, Kenta Maeda, and it's not a big deal now because he hasn't pitched in forever, but Malley are going to be gone too. So like when we're talking about spring training, Varland, and that's where you're right, Phil. If Simeon Woods Richardson comes around, like, there's going to be available rotation spots for 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned the other day that my dad used to work with Louie Varland's dad.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. And even my sister remembers Louie Varland as like a little baby toddler, because my dad worked in real estate and then some carpentry too. And that's where the Varlands background is from. And yeah, kind of a small world. I was like, I had no idea that my late father hung out with Louie Varland's dad all the time.
Wow. Wow, yeah. Friend of the show. Louie Varland.
Friend of the show.
By extension, is a friend of the show. Yeah.
That's St. Paul, man. That's St. Paul.
That's true.
Real
It
family
is.
in St. Paul.
Yes, we are.
His last 4 starts for the Saints, let's see here, 25 2/3 total innings, a .70 earned run average, and opponents are hitting 178 with a 278 slugging percentage off Louie Varland. So he has definitely started to find his form. But, you know, another thing that we've been talking about too. Like I gave you guys my my bullpen confidence rankings. They're going to need a guy or two, depending on if they keep 12 or 13 pitchers, or maybe what they would do is like instead of Cole Sands being on the postseason roster, maybe it's like Louie Varland and Bailey Ober and Joe Ryan. We got to see too. But you could have a couple starting pitchers that aren't going to pitch in a 3-game series or a division series. And those guys are going to come in for like 2-3 innings at a time, and they can cut it loose a little bit more. So I could see Louie Varland could easily be pitching for a playoff rotation, or not playoff rotation, but like a playoff pitching staff bullpen role. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, he wouldn't surprise me if he was like a swing man. You kind of add him to one of those tiers of not break case of emergency necessarily, but he could probably be someone that even makes the playoff roster for sure too.
Yeah. Okay, Razorbacks 1 via YouTube says, Declan, you need to get over your man crush on Griffin Jax. He's let's see here. He has 7 blown saves after today. Not thrilled with Pagan or Floro, but right now both are better than Jax. Does Declan have a man crush on Jax?
No, that was poor timing on old Dex Tweets' front when me and you did a twin show. I think I ranked him as the second guy behind Duran in the bullpen, and then
he gave up
that following evening. He gave up a big.
Yeah, Sports Dad wasn't here to stop you.
But there's also like this. People get all up in arms when a reliever gives up runs in a week. Like what do people want? These relievers are all going to be untouchable. Like every reliever you run out, it's going to be untouchable.
That'd be nice. Yeah, sure.
But that's what people act like. It's like, oh my God, Griffin Jax has had a couple bad games. Like, well, yeah, but Griffin Jax, nobody said anything when Griffin Jax literally went 20 straight appearances without allowing a run. It was like, that's it. That's normal. That's not normal. Well, that's crazy. Like 20 straight appearances, no runs. Are you kidding me?
Yes. And that was after a bad start in which I called him out several times. I questioned him a lot.
You called his ass to the carpet.
People told me to back off. I wouldn't back off. And then you know what? He showed me.
But I think we just need to the roller coaster ride of like, oh God, this reliever gave up a couple runs, and yes, relievers are going to give up some runs. Relievers are going to give up some home runs. It just, you just hope that you can get hot at the right time when the playoffs hit. The fact that Griffin Jax was capable of going basically 2 months or a month and a half without giving up a run, to me is a great sign. And if he's going to get maybe he's going to have a bad stretch in the latter part of August here, and then maybe he'll get back on track. It'd be great if he started another great run in September and went forward. But sometimes people get so freaked out about a reliever giving up a couple runs here and there. Now, if it's Pagan and he's like on pace to set the major league record for reliever home runs allowed or something, that's a different story. But is Griffin Jax the most lights out 8th inning guy in the league? No, but is he a good, solid major league reliever who's having a bit of a rough week? Yes.
Bring on the panic. That's what I say. Bring it on. Bring on the panic. You just bring your panic to me. Bullpen's going down to flames.
I'm here to defend Griffin Jax.
How could they not trade for Goose Gossage?
Let's see here. Jacob Tobin says, would you guys try to get Corey Provis or Trevor Plouffe on the Twin show? I enjoy Trevor on Talking Baseball and remember him as a kid in the early 2000s when he played for the Twins. So we had Trevor on the Mackey and Judd podcast like a year ago or a couple years ago, if I remember right.
A couple years ago, I think. Yeah, I don't think we did it last summer. I think it was 2 years ago. We
had Talking Jake on at one point.
Right. Yeah.
Last year.
That was good.
That was fun. And Provis, we're all friends with Corey, just sort of behind the scenes. Sometimes there's a weird like territorial radio, like because his radio, WCCO radio, is a competing company with Hubbard Radio, which is our parent company. I don't know. I'd love to get Corey on if he's allowed to come on a competing media entities.
Corey's magnificent. He is so good. He is. I think he is one of the top radio voices in baseball right now. And I do sample a lot with my Sirius package, so that he is just really good.
Do you think? I guess I don't know like what the radio numbers look like, across Major League Baseball now compared to 10 years ago, but it feels like it's just the way that audio consumption is more fragmented. Mm-hmm. I feel like the bigger names are more TV names now than radio. Like it used to be, the radio names were, especially 50, 60 years ago, right? But at some point, I would love Corey to get, whenever it's time, to make that transition. I don't want to get blocked again on Twitter by anyone here.
I'm blocked. I've made it very clear. I think he should be there.
But doesn't Corey should be like the face, like the voice and face of Twins baseball at some point, is what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. If I'm more, so what concerns me is this. He grew up a Cubs fan. He's from Chicago. Pat Hughes, who just got put in the Hall of Fame for the Cubs and has been their radio voice for years and years now, I think at some point is probably going to step down. And if Corey's doing radio here and is offered the Cubs job, I think he might be tempted, which is why I think he needs to be the TV guy as well. But yes, I think if there's going to be a front face of the Twins as far as the broadcasts and telecasts go, it's a no-brainer. It's Corey Probus.
Yeah. Well, they stole Coomer from us, those dirty Cubs on the radio side. They stole him from you. They stole Coomer from you.
Coomdog.
You were doing radio shows with Coomer.
Yeah. Coomdog was stolen. And now I believe he has the last couple of years mixed in, much like Danny Gladden, some play-by-play as well.
Okay.
I think when Coomdog started on the Cubs radio, he was doing analysis only, and Pat Hughes did all the play-by-play. Yeah. Now the Coomdog, I think, does a little bit of play-by-play as well.
Dude, do you see the Cubs? So the Cubs were just buried like a month ago.
This is incredible, yeah.
The Cubs are now, if the playoffs started today, I think they'd be in. They're like tied for one of the wild card spots. They're 2 games behind the Brewers for first place. Every other team except the Cubs in that division has a minus run differential. The Cubs are a plus 63 run differential. Wow. So they're they're probably the best team in that wonky division. And they've been in rebuilding mode for like the last 3 or 4 years, but now they're just kind of back.
Yeah. I thought before the hot streak started, David Ross might get fired.
Yeah.
Like they were sort of a dumpster fire. They came here in May and were fairly unimpressive. They reminded me a lot of the Twins.
Yeah. But
yeah, they have just gotten red hot.
Yep. So, but yeah, I think we should reach out. I can shoot Trevor a note and just see like when I covered the Twins beat for like 4 years, it was in the Trevor Plouffe era. So I got to know him pretty well behind the scenes, and I love that he's taken off on the media side. I don't think really anyone would have predicted that. Like when he came up, he was not the biggest media guy, but I mean, he is literally at the forefront with John Boy Media's takeover of digital baseball media. So it's been fun to see.
No, he has turned himself into, because he was sort of an aloof guy, right? As a player. Is that the best way to put it?
I think he was just, I don't know. He probably disagree with this, but he was a little bit immature. Like he was just kind of, I think he was, he got criticized because there are some expectations for those Twins teams because they had been awesome for 10 years. And then they come into Target Field, they win 95 games or whatever it was. And then the Plouffe regime comes up as coming off that 99 loss season. And that young group of players just did not carry the torch forward as much as people had hoped.
Right.
And I'm sure those players would maybe tell you that, well, the organization was behind the times and we didn't have this or that or whatever. But yeah, he could be a little bit standoffish sometimes. Not as much to me. I think I was like younger and just like, I was cool, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Cutting it up, fist bumps with Plouffe.
But I guess if you would have said, hey, there's 25 guys in this clubhouse, rank them in the order of which ones are most likely to help spearhead the hottest like baseball media platform, would he have been in the top 3? I don't know that I would have said that.
No, in fact, if you go back far enough, I forget the exact year he left. I was always convinced Kadire was going to be just great.
And he's done really nothing on the media side.
I don't think he wants to. I think he's coaching a bit now, but I think but I think he got so rich, and this is the problem. I think he got so rich playing baseball that he could, when he retired, walk away and just spend time with his family.
Yeah.
But I mean, he joined when he got put in the Twins Hall of Fame. He did the rounds, with Bally's and with the radio. I mean, he is incredible. Like he would have been an absolutely incredible. If you could have gotten him on Bally Sports North, it would have been a home run.
Yep. And Torrey Hunter too has always been really good with, I think Torrey Hunter more is like a studio analyst. I could see him in that like TBS or TNT type role. But a lot of these, now some guys make a bunch of money like Shaq and Charles Barkley. Yeah. And they love doing it so much and the commitment's not that much. It's like once a week. But if you're if you're not able to get on a national platform that pays you probably 7 figures and a local entity comes calling.
Yes.
And local entities can pay you a little bit, but it's thousands, not millions or whatever it is, right? What would you rather do? Just hang home with your family and invest in some things, or you want to be grinding your ass, working and being on the road and whatever?
Yes, which is why I think now with Bally Sports North, I don't know that their first choice is to rotate analysts as much as they do. I think it's exactly what you said. Like, they like Morneau, but he ain't going to work 150 games.
Yep. When you're Morneau and he probably made $100 million. Let's guess. How much would you guess Justin Morneau made playing baseball?
Just over 100 million. I would guess like 105.
I bet
Dex,
under.
what's your guess?
I bet it's under 100 because he signed one big contract with the Twins, right? And then
wow, Declan nailed it. $96.7 million.
Then he had a couple 1-2 year deals with Colorado and Chicago and
Yep.
Yeah.
He had the one really big contract with the Twins and then some, but like that concussion probably cut $50+ million off his baseball earnings.
100%.
Crazy.
He's comfortable still, though. He's very comfortable.
Oh yeah, he's doing fine. Doing fine.
Go fund me for Justin Morneau.
Yeah. Ryan Bembo chimes in and says, love your show and all the fun bits that you guys do. Your originality and content creativity make the shows fun and entertaining. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Apparently, I'm not the only one up here in Fargo that finds your content entertaining. A show called The Home Run Porch that aired at 6:30 one of these nights on 104.7 KFGO totally ripped off your idea of random Minnesota Twin of the Week. They did it the exact same way with 3 guesses by 2 of the hosts. Their first random twin was Jesse Crane. Once again, Score North is setting the standard for original ideas that others just can't resist making their own. So NFL Network is stealing Write That Down.
Yeah.
Mike Greenberg, he's asking permission, is stealing Reckless Speculation. Yeah. And now 104.7 KFGO in Fargo is stealing the random twin of the week.
All right.
Where's Lawyer Chase? Lawyer Chase. You got to be sending cease and desist.
That's
sent us a note.
Yeah, I got it.
He sent us a note last night or this morning.
Basically saying that it's great to be in your dreams, but
yes,
a little creepy.
Yes, I'm with Lawyer Chase on that.
Listen, if you hear other media entities stealing our clever, creative, entertaining bits, okay, you send a note to Lawyer Chase, and we'll
cease and desist.
We'll send a cease and desist out. Get their asses.
We got to start copyrighting stuff. Is what we got to start doing here.
I know there's just so many creative things that come out of these shows. It's like it's hard to keep up with.
We're doing a lot of pro bono work for the communities.
Yes, there has been. We'll get to the Immaculate Grid here in just a moment, but Judd, tell the audience if they're looking to lose some weight here and finish the summer strong, where can they turn to?
There's only one place to turn, and that is Livia Weight Control Centers. How do I know this? Well, not only did I have this program work for me, dropped 40 pounds now a couple of years back, but they were just named Minnesota's best weight loss program for the 3rd year in a row. That's right, 3 consecutive years that they have been named the best weight loss program in the entire state. And that means it's time for a special offer. That means it's time for 3 months free if you join today. Limited time offer, so take them up on this. But yes, 3 months free. Imagine all the weight that you can drop in the first 3 months. Now you're just getting started. And they're not only going to help you take the weight off, they're going to help you keep that weight off. That's the best part. The program works. 855-GO-LIVEA, Livia.com, LIVEA.com. Inquire today. Join today. 3 months free from the best weight loss program, Livia, in the entire state of Minnesota.
Also, a shout out to our friends at Power Lodge and Miller Marine for providing great throttle therapy here. We do have a note in to our friends at Power Lodge. We would like to create content. I think it'll be a Purple Daily episode of some kind, but we'd love to create content from one of these Bennington pontoons, Judd. So start thinking creatively about, there you go. We could do Judd doing a triple flip off the side.
I told you my idea is a PD episode, throttle therapy, and nothing but purple positivity, because therapy is all about a good mindset, right? And you're going to be in a great mindset on the lake like that in a Bennington. It's fantastic. And you know what? Just because the kids are about to go back to school if you're an adult, summer's still going. Summer's got a lot of time left. Summer's not done yet. Don't buy into this. Well, when school starts, summer's done. That is folly. You're Bennington. You can be out on those beautiful waters for still weeks to come. Enjoy it.
It's millermarine.com and powerlodge.com to check out the biggest selection of Bennington pontoons in the state. And I want to give a heads up to you guys, too, that we have not only 9 tickets available, the executive balcony tickets to hang out with the Score North Twin Show, Saturday, September 23rd, 1:10 first pitch, and it's Shohei Ohtani and the Angels coming to town. This is the executive balcony up above, like by the left field foul pole. Like you cannot get access to this area of the ballpark unless you have special privilege and permission. And we are, as part of our Power of Sports auction this week, benefiting the Courage Kenny Rehabilitation Institute, which you guys have helped us raise $14,000 for, by the way. So thank you. We have 9 tickets available. Buy it now. ScoreNorth.com/bid. ScoreNorth.com/bid. Hopefully they're still available by the time we post this podcast episode. Are you guys ready for an Immaculate Grid challenge?
Let's do it.
The ultimate test of baseball. A lot of National League teams here.
National League special here, baby.
It's gonna be tough.
Oh, the Rockies too.
Why do they keep putting the Rockies on?
I hate the Rockies.
Let's put 6 minutes on the clock.
I got it though. Okay.
Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for a Rocky who was a Brewer, a Rocky who was a National or an Expo. That's an easy one, actually. A Rocky who had 100 RBIs in a season. A Red who was a Brewer, a Red who was a National, and a Red who drove in a hundo. A Met who was a Brewer, a Met who was a National, and a Met who drove in a hundo. Right. 6 minutes on the clock. Judd's already got a guess here. 3, 2, 1. We must go 9 for 9 to be perfect. Here we go.
A Rocky who was a Brewer is Dante Bichette.
He was a Brewer. That's D-A-N there.
Yep. I'm used to
yep, right there.
Yes.
I saw him play at County Stadium. Jeez. At County Stadium. I'm a little bit surprised that was that well known.
We could go with his lineup mate for the next one here. An Expo who was a Rocky would be Larry Walker.
Larry Walker, yeah.
Let's just do it.
Hold on though. Should we be saving? No, we should be okay with the 100 RBI.
Because we could just go. We could go Helton. We could go Galarraga.
Yeah. Right? There's a lot of choices here.
Argo might have done it. Yeah.
I think Preston Wilson might have done it.
Tulo might have done it.
Really? Preston Wilson?
I'm going to write Preston Wilson down just to check it later, just to see.
Okay. All right.
You want to go? You want to go Galarraga? Should we let's just do the 3 guys in the lineup together? Let's do Andres, right? Andres Galarraga.
Yep. Big Cat. Gal, not LL. Yep, right there.
Armando.
Nope. Andres
Galarraga. Big Cat. First baseman.
Big Cat. Let's go.
Oh, only 7%. That's good. Phil.
Declan, do you know who Andres Galarraga is?
Yeah, I do know Andres Galarraga. I just want to make sure I had the.
You are taking this much farther than I am.
I mean, Judd,
Judd,
I know you feel a certain way about Declan's lack of baseball historical knowledge.
The Jay Buhner thing, okay, but I mean, I'm not into embarrassing people. All right.
Okay, where else do you guys? We're going to do the 100 RBI seasons here?
Sure.
I think Griffey drove in 100 with the Reds at one point. Barry Larkin?
Oh, Barry, was Barry more of a leadoff hitter, or was he a 3-hitter?
A little of both. Eric Davis?
Did Adam Dunn?
Adam Dunn, I think, did it, but it was like 40 home runs and 99. I think he might have done it, but he was.
And was Dunn a National?
He was a National. Actually, he was a National at one point. So let's do Dunn there.
Let's do Dunn for the National Red.
Did Johnny Bench do it? Tony Perez?
30%, damn.
Pete Rose, I don't think did because he was a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, Judd, tap into your vault of historical knowledge here.
Machine, the big. You know what? George Foster.
George Foster.
George Foster. Yes, he hit 50 home runs in like 77.
Okay.
7%. Good
there you go, dude. Look at that.
George Foster.
Red, who was a Brewer.
Pitchers.
Yeah, there's got to be some. Who was that reliever? Didn't Bob Wickman pitch for both those teams?
Ooh, I loved Bob Wickman. Did Bob Wickman pitch for the Reds? He might have.
Did Orlando Cabrera go to the Brewers at any point? OC was with the Reds for, I think, a good amount of time. or at least one.
Eduardo Escobar is a Brewer who was a Met, right?
Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah, he played for the Brewers and Mets because he just got traded by the Mets.
Eduardo.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. He played for
Nice,
both.
dude. 5%. Okay, how about a Met? Let's do the Met 100 RBI thing here too. So, I mean, Darryl Strawberry, right? Drove in a Hondo at some point.
Yeah.
Is there a more obscure one that I'm trying to think of obscure ones, but we're kind of past the.
Did Gary Carter ever?
Probably.
I wouldn't swear to that. So
Let's do Strawberry. It was his week locally here.
It's really safe. It was his week.
Yes, you got it. They honored him.
Like, yeah, no, it's funny. It's good. Okay, an Expo. Oh, Gary Carter.
Gary Carter. Yeah.
For the Nationals and the Mets.
You could also go Max Scherzer there too. That's probably Max Scherzer is probably the most likely one, but Gary Carter.
Yeah, Gary Carter.
8%.
So
We're sitting pretty with 2 minutes to go. We just need a Brewer who was a.
Let's take a break. Let's read some more ads. Let's do something else for a while.
Actually, twins.com/tickets. Twins.com/tickets. They're home against the Pirates this weekend. They get a bunch of home games over the next few weeks. And despite what Judd says about this baseball club, they have a 4.5 game lead, the biggest American League lead for a division going right now. So sorry, Texas. Sorry, Baltimore. Sorry, you can't create separation in your own division like the Twins can. Go see a first place ball club, twins.com/tickets.
Mike Moustakas.
Moose.
That's a great one.
Mike Moustakas.
This was the easiest one we've done in a long time, boys. Congratulations. Pretty good rarity score, 126.
By the way, Phil, we did the hockey grid on JHS this morning. Jesse Pierce carried us.
Yes.
Like it was.
I love it.
I would have been embarrassed if I wasn't so impressed.
By the way, holy cow. Preston Wilson in 2003 with the Rockies drove in 141 runs.
Dude, that's a great.
He led the major leagues with 141 RBI.
Wowza.
The 03 Colorado
CJ
Rockies.
Crone would have worked. Trevor
CJ
Story,
Crone.
Tulo, Cargo, Arenado.
Well, it's Colorado. There's probably like half the world that played there.
Matt Holiday. That's a fun one.
These Rockies lineups from the 90s and 2000s are just bonkers.
Garrett Atkins.
Garrett Atkins. Oh,
Jeff Cirillo.
Jeff
Cirillo did it.
It's a good one.
Wow. Vinny Castillo. Wow.
Pretty good stuff. Hey, boys. Nice work. Nice work. A good workmanlike effort for us here today.
Good week of grids.
Very good week.
I feel like we had a pretty solid week.
Yep. Nice job. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us here on the Score North Twin Show. If you could give us a 5-star rating and a positive review on Apple Podcasts, you can help us spread the word about this revamped show. We had it dormant for 2 years, but we are back for a Twins playoff run, much to Judd's chagrin. We'll see you next time.